My name is Eliza. I am 28 years old. This is the story of my wedding day. I always dreamed of a perfect wedding. A white dress, flowers, music, and love. I grew up in a small village. Life was simple, but my heart was full of dreams. At 24, I met a man named James. He was kind, gentle, and full of charm. We met at a friend's party. He offered me coffee and made me laugh. Soon, our talks turned into long walks. Our long walks turned into love. James told me, "You are my everything." I believed every word he spoke. After 2 years, he proposed to me. He gave me a simple silver ring. I said yes with tears of joy. It felt like my life had begun. We planned our wedding together. Every detail felt like a dream coming true. I chose a white dress with lace. James picked a black suit with a red tie. Our families were excited. Everyone said, "You two are perfect for each other." The church was decorated with roses. Candles glowed softly on every table. My friends helped me with invitations. We wanted every guest to feel welcome. I was counting the days. Each morning I woke up smiling. The night before the wedding, I could not sleep. I felt butterflies in my stomach. I imagined walking down the aisle. I imagined James waiting at the altar. My mother hugged me tightly. She whispered, "Tomorrow will be the happiest day of your life." Her words warmed my heart. I felt safe and loved. The next morning, the sun shone brightly. The sky was clear and beautiful. I put on my dress slowly. Each button, each detail felt special. My friends surrounded me with laughter. They said, "Eliza, you look like a princess." I looked in the mirror. For the first time, I saw a bride. My heart raced with excitement. I whispered to myself, "This is my moment." The car arrived to take me to the church. I held my bouquet tightly. I didn't know then. The truth waiting for me would change everything. The car stopped in front of the church. Guests were already waiting with smiles and excitement. I stepped out carefully in my white dress. People clapped and whispered, "She looks beautiful." But as I walked, I noticed something strange. Some guests looked at me with sad eyes. Inside the church, music was playing softly. The flowers filled the air with fragrance. My bridesmaids stood near the altar. But they avoided my eyes. I thought maybe it was just nerves. But the silence felt heavier than joy. I looked for James. He was not at the altar yet. My heart beat faster. Where was he? Why was he late? The priest whispered to my father. Their faces looked serious, not happy. I tried to ask what was happening. But no one gave me an answer. Minutes felt like hours. The guests started whispering louder and louder. Finally, James's best man walked toward me. His face was pale and worried. He said quietly, "Eliza, please sit down." My legs felt weak, but I obeyed. Then he gave me the news. James was not coming to the wedding. My whole body froze. The words felt like a knife in my heart. I whispered, "What do you mean?" Tears filled my eyes instantly. He lowered his voice even more. "James left this morning with another woman." My bouquet fell to the ground. The church around me blurred with tears. The guests gasped loudly. Some covered their mouths in shock. I shook my head again and again. No, this cannot be true. But the truth was clear. The man I loved had betrayed me. My best day had turned into my worst nightmare. I wanted to disappear. My mother ran to me. She held me tightly as I cried. My father's face was hard with anger, but his hands trembled as he comforted me. The music stopped. The priest closed his book silently. I felt everyone's eyes on me, but I couldn't move, couldn't breathe. James was gone, and he had chosen another woman over me. On the day I thought I would find happiness, I discovered the truth instead. The church slowly emptied. Guests walked out quietly, whispering about the disaster. I sat frozen in my dress. Tears rolled down, but I couldn't move. My friends tried to comfort me, but their words felt empty and far away. I thought about James's promises. Every "I love you" now felt like poison. He said forever. But forever ended on my wedding day. That night, I locked myself in my room. The white dress felt heavy on my body. I cried until my voice was gone. My heart felt like it was breaking apart. I asked myself again and again, why did he lie? Why did he leave? Days passed in silence. I refused to eat, refused to smile. But slowly, my mother's words reached me. "Eliza, his betrayal is not your fault." My father added softly, "A man who leaves like this never deserved you." Their love gave me strength. Their care reminded me I was not alone. I realized something important. Love without honesty is not love at all. James chose lies. But I would choose truth, even if it hurt. I began writing in a journal. Each page carried my tears and my healing. I wrote, "Eliza, you are strong. You deserve someone who stays." Each word felt like a step forward. Each page gave me back a little hope. I returned to work. I smiled weakly, but at least I smiled. People whispered about me, but I lifted my head high. I told myself, I was betrayed, but I am not broken. One evening, I walked near the lake. The sunset painted the sky with gold. For the first time in weeks, I felt peace inside my heart. I whispered to myself, the wedding ended, but my life did not. I learned betrayal can destroy dreams, but it cannot destroy my worth. Love is not just about promises. Love is about respect, honesty, and staying. This is my story. I found the truth on my wedding day. And I found my strength too. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel for more English learning stories.